Alright guys, so today we are writing an equation using a vertex and a point. So the vertex form you need to know, and it's similar to what we did with completing the square. Oh, sorry, there's a little delay. Okay, so it's f of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k. F of x is another way of saying y. And this equation is where h and k is the vertex and a is the constant multiplier. Okay, so we are going to take these two pieces of information, a vertex and a point, and we are going to create an equation. Sorry. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, so your vertex is your h and k, and your point is your x and your y. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I want to solve for a. Okay, so instead of writing f of x, I'm going to write y because my point has a y in it. So it'll be easier for me. So y equals a, because I don't know that yet. And then we're just going to keep my x for a second. And then I want my negative h. So my h needs to be negative. And then that's squared. And then plus my k value, which is 4. Okay, so the reason that I like this is for the ending. And we'll talk about that in the end. So now we're going to solve for y. Or a. Sorry, I lied. A. We're going to put the y value in where the y is and the x value in where the x is. Okay, so we've got 22 equals a. 3 minus 6 squared plus 4. So we're going to simplify this guy right here. So 3 minus 6 is negative 3. And then negative 3 squared is 9. So we really have a times 9 plus 4. But we don't ever write things like that with our variables and then our numbers after it. So we're going to rewrite this as 22 equals 9a plus 4. And in the future, I'm going to skip this line right there. Okay, so then we solve for a. We have a lovely little two-stepper. So we're going to start by minusing by 4 on each side. And 22 minus 4 is actually 18. So 18 equals 9a. Then we have to get the a by itself. So we're going to divide each side by 9, and a is 2. Okay, so now we're at the end. So we're going to talk about this guy again. So see how I left my a, my y, and my x? Well, now it's really easy to write my answer. So my answer is writing an equation for each of these problems, okay? So I'm going to keep my y here. And then I'm replacing my a with my a value, and then we're keeping the rest of the stuff. X minus 6 squared plus 4. So this is my answer. Now we've written an equation using a vertex and a point. Remember, this y can also be f of x. It doesn't matter. They have their different uses in the moments. But the y is really helpful when we're solving for a. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, so remember your vertex is h, k, and your point is an x, y coordinate. Okay, we're going to plug in our information, but we're going to start by leaving our y and our x in our equation. So we're solving for a, so we need an a here, and then it's x minus your h value. Well, my h value is negative, so we put that guy there, just like that. Don't get rid of that extra minus sign yet. That's squared, and then my k value goes on at the end. It stays as it is, so minus 1, because the formula is plus k, so we're not going to change that. Okay, so now we can simplify. Well, these two cute little negatives in the middle actually make a positive. It's a really long positive, but it's lovely. Okay, now we solve for a. So we replace our y with our y and our x with our x. We're going to substitute. So we have negative 10 equals a. Our x value is 2 plus 1 squared minus 1. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 squared is 9. So we have something similar to the first problem. So we have negative 10 equals 9a minus 1. Again, I got this 9 from behind over here, but we usually write leading coefficients and variables in that order, so that's why I wrote it like that. Now we have to solve our cute little two-step equation, so we're going to add 1 to each side. So I have negative 9 equals 9a. To get my variable by itself, we divide each side by 9, and a is equal to negative 1. Okay, now we're going to plug our a value back into our equation. This time we're going to write f of x, because why not? It looks so cool. F of x equals negative 1 times x plus 1 squared minus 1. Make sure you don't put that minus 1. Change that to a positive. Also, we don't even need this 1 in front. We could even write f of x equals negative x plus 1 squared minus 1. Either answer is fantastic. This one is a little bit better. It's more advanced. Yeah. Okay, let's do one more. Because this one has a vertex with a 0. Oh, I missed. Okay, right there. So remember, this is your h value and your k value and your x and your y. So we have y equals my a times x, and it's always minus your h value. So we're minusing 0. We're going to square that. And then we're going to put our k value at the end. All right, so now we're going to plug in our other two values. So our y value is 40, and our x value is 3. Wow, 3 squared is 9. Oh my goodness, with the 9s. 40 equals 9a plus 4. Okay, solve for a, so we're going to subtract by 4 on each side. We have 36 equals 9a. Divide each side by 9, and we get a equals 4. Okay, then we plug in our value. Again, let's use f of x. It's just classy. Our 4 goes next where our a went, and then we just write this. So we have x minus 0 squared plus 4. But we don't love minusing by 0, so let's take this guy out. Let's make this even better. F of x equals 4x squared plus 4. Ooh, that looks pretty darn fancy. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys. Bye!